User left your channel. Disconnected. Connected. You were moved.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
There we go. Yeah, it's
Okay.
working.
So yeah, like I was saying, I am sorry about ban evading. I just kind of wanted to get my point across and be able to talk to someone. Um, so basically, I don't know what rank you are in terms of
I
staff.
am an
Or,
HA.
okay. That makes sense. I remember you. You were in ST. My name's still the same. But basically, what happened was, um, it has no business with you guys and how you guys run your server. But I used to play on there. I used to be think a captain in ST, and then ST, in my personal opinion, went down the shitter because of a commander, and a lot of people were in that same boat with me. I'm not going to say who, obviously, because there's no need for that, but that's just my personal opinion, and I kind of wanted to go and run my own server because of that. In the midst of this, I never had push to talk. I never will have push to talk because my TeamSpeak crashes whenever I try to go into my options, so I don't have push to talk. I was still in the midst of playing and being a everyday player on IceFuse, as well as I have donated to your guys' server because I was a Jedi Padawan to be exact. So I never wanted to hurt the server in any way. I just didn't like how a specific battalion was going, and I wanted to start my own server with my friends and get what you guys have going to be my own, because at the end I love people and I love being able to have the feeling of people coming on the server. For example, yesterday we had almost 30 people on. Like, that's insane. I know that's crazy to you, but to someone running a new server that's only been up for about a month, that's insane to me. It just makes me feel good. So that's why I wanted to do that. Now, with this being said, when my server first started, which was about a few months ago, while we were in development, one of your staff members, I know who you're aware, Spacer, he actually helped me build this server that I'm playing on right now. Well, not the same one because we have to switch server hosts, but he was one of the people that came on along with Qual. Ice from ST came on to my server to help me build it. They overheard me talking with it with my brother because I don't have push to talk. I never did. And my brother came in and asked me how the server was going because he plays Gmod too. They overheard it and asked me about it. I told them, I have a server, whatever. They came on, had no problem with it. And I never was advertised. I never said, "Hey guys, I have a server. Leave IceFuse my server." That never happened.
So, if you don't mind me asking, are any
Yeah.
of those people staff on your server currently?
Yeah. You want me to bring them in?
Out of the IceFuse people that are still in
Uh,
IceFuse that
out
you know of?
that are no, they're not IceFuse.
No? Spacer is not staff on your server?
No, never was.
Okay.
I gave him permissions to help me build, but he was originally going to be my fifth fleet commander and be a staff member, but obviously he's a member of ICU. He was a staff member at one point.
Okay.
To be completely clear, because I had to give him the permissions to help me build naturally. So he was staff. He was a commander at one point on my server, and he had no problem with it.
Was this at the time of him being staff on IceFuse, though?
Yes, he was staff on ICU. He was a senior moderator. Is he an admin now, or I heard he got demoted or something?
How long ago was this?
This was possibly 3 months ago when my server was first in development.
Okay.
Yes, he had his IceFuse tag. He came on. He, helped me build it. That's what it was. And then, he still played on IceFuse. So naturally, when I came into the TeamSpeak when I was still playing there as an ST, he would ask me how the server was going, and open in the main channel. So everyone heard it. And then naturally other people started messaging me about this stuff and, were asking me about all these questions. And I said, okay, listen, you guys can come into my TeamSpeak if you want and talk to me. I'm not going to talk about it in here. I brought those people into my TeamSpeak. I said, this is the server. We're looking for this, this, and this. And they would tell me yes or no, and then they would leave. If they said no, they would leave. If they said yes, they'd come and they would come play. For example, I have Uno and Alpha that are both executives right now down in the event operations channel. If you saw that, as well as Pons, they all came from ST. They all wanted to come play. They have been here since the beginning. So, I never forced them or advertised it at all. If anything, Spacer advertised it for him asking me how my server was going. Someone hears, how's your server was going? I got maybe 6 or 7 private messages in that TeamSpeak. So then I know you know who Crafter is from ST. He's on here. He's an executive on my server. He left ICU. When that happened, and more people would hear about my server and they would talk to me, then I would go back in, and then more people would ask me every single day. So then more and more people heard about it. Crafter ended up hearing about it, came on, and became a regimental commander. And then now he left ICUs for whatever reason. I never, forced him to do that or whatever. That's his own decision. He talked to me in my TeamSpeak. He's an executive here now. Spacer didn't like that. One, because at the time when he first came here, he was still an XO on ICUs, and he didn't step down. And I guess Spacer was power hungry or something, and he was mad that there's an XO that's coming to spend more time on my server than his. I don't know. Him and Burrito came on my server. Burrito was fine. Spacer started completely minging on my server during an event. Then continued to join my TeamSpeak channel, the one that we're in now. I pulled him in. Then continued to harass me and record me asking if I was advertising. He said, and I quote, "Were you recruiting people from ICUs?" I said, yes. He said recruiting, not advertising. Because obviously recruiting is different. If I'm recruiting people from here.
Still against the rules. Recruiting people onto your server is against the rules on IceFuse. You cannot physically go up to someone and say, "Would you like to be staff on our server?"
I get what you're saying, but I think those are from what I heard, those are two different things. Recruiting to me is taking people that did play on another server to play on another one. I never went up to anyone in a TeamSpeak or in-game saying, "Hey, leave this server and come be staff on my server." People came to me because of what Spacer was saying in the TeamSpeak. I didn't say one word. Then people would private message me, and I'd bring them into my TeamSpeak and then talk to them separately in my TeamSpeak. Before they came to my TeamSpeak, I told them nothing, if that makes sense. So I recorded the whole conversation that me and Spacer had. I talked to Dill right after. I was going to get him removed from staff, but me and Spacer went back and we used to be friends. Since Spacer, because he recorded me saying, have you recruited anyone? I said, yes, this, and this. I never advertised. He's like, okay, that's all I needed. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I'm reporting you to the ICU's higher up for advertising. And then I told him basically what I told you. And I told him, you helped me build the server. What are you talking about? And he says, oh, well, I didn't think it was going to be a serious thing and you were going to take XO Crafter to come on the server. I was like, I didn't take him, though. So anyways, I recorded the whole conversation. I took screenshots of the actual chat in-game of him minging. But like I said, I had to wipe my whole computer because I had malware viruses. Okay. And even then, I talked to Dill. And you can ask Dill, I don't know if he'll remember, but this was a while back, right when he did this. And then I said, you know what, never mind. I don't want to get them in trouble, or get him in trouble, for that matter of fact. Then I come on one day, and I'm banned from the server and from the TeamSpeak for quote-unquote advertisement when I never did such things. So first of all, you have a staff member that's getting someone banned falsely for no reason, especially someone who now owns another server. We're not big by any means. I'm not trying to be a hotshot, but I'm trying to be friends with everyone and, get contacts with everyone and, maybe work together. We had ideas of maybe, having our server raid another server and roleplay on that server that has a smaller player count to boost them up a little bit. Like, we want to be friends with everyone. So especially when I see another staff member getting someone banned falsely for what they did in Teams. First of all, even if I did advertisement, let's say I did, I don't know how that carries over into game. But I never did such a thing, so I don't know why I'm even banned in the first place. And then for him to come in here and continuously harass me, we had a 25-minute conversation, 30-minute conversation of him yelling at me and harassing me about how I'm a terrible person for advertising my server and taking Crafter away and making ST shitty. No one's on at night. I'm like, dude, like they came to me. Like you helped me build a server. You would talk about it in the TeamSpeak. That's not my fault. So now I'm trying to talk to an executive on IceView so that I can get this all cleared up. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I want to be friends with everyone. And my staff members don't come onto your guys' server, harass you guys. Obviously, they wouldn't be able to talk to an owner anyways, because you guys are such a big, well-developed server by now. But still, no one comes onto your server, harasses, and ninjas at all. So that's unacceptable for me. I demote them right away if I hear any of the memes like that. And then for them to get banned for that makes no sense. Because after all, I know a lot of people from IceViews, maybe I wanted to come roleplay on the server. That I can't do that now for someone who didn't like what I did, leave IceViews to make my own server. For other people to come on to I don't think it's a crime for other people to want to come on this server, right? As long as I didn't advertise, which I didn't. I don't know how you could base it. I don't know how anyone could base a ban off of what one person said with no proper evidence.
Well, you see, you're not getting banned for advertisement. You're literally just getting banned since on your alt account you basically ban avoided there.
No.
The advertisement
I told Burrito that I understand that I was gonna get. He said he was gonna ban me for a certain amount of time because he said that it was an exception that I came on and wanted to talk to another higher up. He said he banned me for an amount of time because of that, because the perma ban that you guys put on me, I feel like was very unjust. Because I'm permanently banned from you. I'm IP banned from your TeamSpeak, and I'm permanently banned on my Steam account, my main Steam account, from your server. Like even when I had my server running, I would come back on and roleplay. So you're losing someone that would avidly roleplay, a donator to your server.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. Like I understand that you banned me for that amount of time for ban evading. I told Burrito that's perfectly fine. Me and him had a nice conversation. He said, hey, I still got to follow procedure. I'm like, go ahead. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Follow your procedure. That's fine. But I just wanted to clear up, one, a staff member that let his emotions get ahead of, rules and regulations, which is bullshit. And then, losing someone that donated to your guys' server, an avid, used to be an avid player, still would be a decent player every single day at some point, to roleplay, to talk to my friends that I used to know on there, to catch up. But now I can't even do that. And I wasted money on your server and getting banned for bullshit. It's just, to me, it's not acceptable from my point of view. If that ever happened on my server, that would not be acceptable. That person will be removed from staff. That's just my server. I don't know. I never talked to Corvezio. I don't expect him to want to come on here and talk to me anyways. I'm only 17, so, he's a businessman, he's higher up than me, he has a better server than me. I don't expect him to come and talk to me. But if he did, I would, definitely be down to have a good conversation with him about, anything that's going on, to be honest with you. I would love to talk to him.
So, do you have, by any chance, any proof of anything from Spacer or anything that he did?
The only proof that I have is my CEO being an eyewitness.
All right.
But my other CEO, even my COO, Casey, right here, he was a witness to this as well. So, I mean, if you want him to unmute his mic.
I mean, we can't just go off of voicing. So.
Well, let me ask you this: did you know about this ban when I was first banned for, quote unquote advertisement?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I was just informed by Spacer. He asked me in an open text chat if I could permaban someone for an alt account.
Yeah.
And then I decided, or I got it in from you, and then I just came in here and, just tried to solve and see what's going on exactly.
So what I would like to know is, first of all, what evidence Spacer would have, because there's no evidence unless he just took that little snippet of, like I said, me saying I recruited someone, which I guess you could say means the same thing, but now hearing it from me, I didn't mean it like that. that's the only way I could see that. But if he just, didn't even show them that, and I was banned off of no evidence, no witnesses or anything, it was just me and him in the TeamSpeak, me, him, and then Draco was at my house. So he's my CEO. He was at my house at the time listening to the conversation because me and him are friends in real life as well. As well as my COO Casey right here was in game. Same with Draco being right next to me watching it.
Actually, addressing Draco and Casey here,
Yeah.
they came in minged on our server, having me ban them.
They minged on your server.
This was a while ago, they RDM'd, it was either a regimental or senior commander corps. I have their Steam ID and everything on the 91st roster when I was a commander Neo, and I banned them personally as an elite admin for RDM and L2A. When I froze them, they left. I'm not sure if this was at the time of the server being up or not, but all I know is they are on the blacklist.
Do you know how long ago this was? Because our server's only been open for 3 weeks. As a grand opening.
3 weeks. I'll check the.
Yeah, we're going on 3
ban
weeks
list
right now.
I will check the ban list.
Because if that did happen, at the time our server was open and they had their ranks, because don't forget, I didn't set ranks until the server actually opened. So technically they weren't that ranked until I did that. Until I opened the server up. So yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'll check and.
Yeah, if
see
you
the
could
date.
check, because that's going to be a problem. If they had their rank at the time, I'll deal with them accordingly. But if they didn't have the rank at the time, I'm not going to take action for something that happened before.
To add into that.
Yeah.
Onto one of them or both of them, I don't know it exactly, but they went on to our document because one of them or both of them had editing access, and they deleted their, on our blacklisted / deactivated tab, we had their Steam ID and reason, and they deleted their Steam IDs, and then they deleted the reasoning saying they did nothing wrong or something like that. They just made a mistake or something.
Oh, okay.
As well as deleting their Steam IDs.
Yeah. So I know that both of them played on ICUs avidly. Because obviously Draco is my friend in real life, and he knew Casey from ICUs. So if you could get that time for me, and if they had the rank at the time, because they didn't know that I was gonna, actually open the server completely and run it like a whole thing. They thought it was kind of what Spacer thought, and it was just kind of a fun thing for us. But I'm actually running it, seriously, as you can tell now, and now they know now. But I didn't give any staff ranks out per se. They just had permissions until the server grand opened.
I don't necessarily know if this is proof for you, but there's just a guys of our little guys of our document.
Okay.
You can just see their two names, and then in the middle where there's like a blank column, you're able to see that there's nothing written in there. And then if you look, the outlining on their Steam ID is a little different because I had to copy that over from the banned list.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate you telling me that. I know obviously you don't know who we are as a server, so I didn't expect you to come find our server to tell me. But if they didn't have the staff rank, I'm still gonna tell them, you can't do that as a staff member, especially an executive rank. And obviously they're not gonna do that because they were a little bit, I did play in ICUs. I was ST. They were 91st. I did arrest them a few times when I was ST before I even had the server up. So I can't really, control what they did before I had the server. That's kind of just, what they did on their own free time. But now that they're executives, they're not going to do that. I appreciate you telling me though. Do you know by any chance, I'm going to get that resolved if you can get that date for me. Is there anyone of the, the higher ranks on right now that I'd be able to talk to about this whole thing? I don't know. I'm assuming that you can't do much in terms of this because you're only a head admin, and that would kind of have to go. Would that have to go higher for something like this?
It depends on what you would like to talk about. If you
I mean, I would like to talk about this whole situation with the staff, kind of clear everything up, because my main goal right now is to, let you guys know that there is one staff member that um, harassed me on here repeatedly, has my Snapchat, harassed me, there. I know that doesn't carry over into game, but it's still just him harassing me, about something that's false. Second of all, that same person banning me falsely with no proper evidence. Um, and then also me getting banned. And I would like to get unbanned for, that's because that's BS. I don't know if you agree with me, but I mean, personally, I think that's kind of bullshit that someone would get banned permanently for both TeamSpeak and in game for something that never even happened. I just think that that kind of puts a bad impression. If I was just joining, a staff team and someone did that to me, I would kind of be upset. So
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
it's just annoying, honestly, because we're not going over to your guys' server harassing you guys. Like I said, like I'm a donator. I was a trusted person on there. I was staff for a little bit on your server. Like I've done nothing wrong. And then for him to just come in here and harass me on my own server when I'm not even doing anything wrong, I never did anything wrong. And then for you guys to ban me for bullshit is just it's aggravating, to say the least. Because I still would like to come on your server. Just because I'm an owner now doesn't mean I still roleplay on my server. I still roleplay on other servers. I play Santos RP. I play my server. I play other Star Wars RP servers to see, what they're like. I was on Superior servers a little while ago, as long as with, what on your server, but not role playing. But I mean, I just think that it's just aggravating, to say the least, that, I mean, the ban, it's not like I play every day. So, like, I'm not aggravated about the ban. I'm aggravated about the reason for the ban, first of all, and then the person who did the ban, who got me banned, I guess you could say.
Well, the actual person that banned you on your main account for the promo was Dill,
Dill banned me.
which he is an executive. So I can't necessarily go up to him and, say anything about that. I can bring it up to him and say your stated opinion, but I can't unban him or anything like that.
No. Would it be possible to set up a meeting between me and someone of the higher ups, or is that not? Or am I too not known for that?
I'll see what I can do. Let's see here. Draco was banned January, February, March, April 8th. Along with Casey.
Let me. I have it written on the notepad on my phone.
Draco. The reasoning was Minge, RDM, L2A, mic spam, and also disrupting it during an event for 9 days.
Okay, so that's 4-8, you said?
Yes, okay. 2017 4-8.
Okay, so let me check the notes. Okay, our server opened up April 2nd. Let me check my staff doc to see when I gave him the rank really quick, because if he had the rank, then that's going to be an issue. If he didn't, I'm still going to talk to him about it and get it settled so that never happens again, because that's fucking unacceptable. But if he had the rank, I'm not going to strip his rank for something he did before having it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will. I am going to talk to him.
Yep. I got you.
Okay. Steps list. Okay. So have me, him. Okay, so Draco got his rank 4-12-17. Casey got his rank 4-15-17.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not gonna take their rank away or ban them or anything because they didn't have the rank at the time.
No, that's not my intent or anything. Yeah, this is just
I am gonna talk to them though, so that never happens again. I am truly sorry on their behalf, even though they weren't staff or anything. They're just regular players. That's unacceptable, and that if that ever happens again, please by all means tell any advice you use to come to me, and I'll settle that right away. So yeah.
Um, I will try to see who I can speak to about getting a speaking with you
Okay.
on how exactly it'll go. For right now, I'm not going to prevent you on your alt. I'll just kind of leave it for now.
All right. Yeah.
Since there's already 14 days, we can always update the ban or unban if needed.
Mhm.
So I'll try to get that set up. I apologize for the whole spacer thing and anyone else that has caused you trouble.
Yeah.
That's not our intent over here, but we couldn't necessarily do anything about that. Due
Really,
to proof
really
or
quickly.
anything.
So I can understand the ban from the server because of me ban evading. I get that. I know that. Is there a possibility? Well, they'll ban me from game and TeamSpeak? You said.
I wouldn't know about TeamSpeak. All I know is in-game you were permanent.
Okay. Because yeah, if I could get on the TeamSpeak right now, I don't know who's there. I don't think you could even unban me from a TeamSpeak. But I could get on the TeamSpeak and just go in there and talk to someone right away. If you want me to. I don't know if that's possible, but
hold on.
if not,
I shot
the
you a friend
server
request
IP.
on
I'm
Steam.
assuming. I don't even know how you got in here.
Huh?
But yeah.
Me? How I got in here exactly? Give me 1 second. I'm going to open this up in a new tab so I can tell you who's on. I shot you a friend request on Steam just so we can communicate.
Connected.
Okay. Currently, there is... It seems that Odyssey is on and Dan is on.
User left your channel. User entered your channel.
It seems that there is Odyssey on and Dan.
Okay.
So if
User
anything,
left
you would
your
want
channel.
to talk to Odyssey
Yeah.
about this whole ordeal because I'm not seeing anyone else.
User entered your
Yeah,
channel. Moved out of your channel.
I've talked to Odyssey in game before. Obviously, he doesn't know who I am, but if you could, I don't know if you know the IP. I don't really know how you got in here, like I said before, but
It was on one of your guys' Steam profile, and I just kind of
yeah.
connected.
If you could let him know possibly, and then give him the IP, and tell him to PM me or whatever, in TeamSpeak, I'll pull him in, and then we could have a talk.
User disconnected from your channel.
Higher up, so that we don't have the wrong intentions of each other. So yeah.
All right, dude. I'll inform you later on what's gonna happen exactly.
Thank you. If I do talk to Odyssey, I'm definitely gonna say you did a fucking great job. Thanks for the time to clear this up. I know that you're limited to really what you can do in this situation because it's such like a kind of a higher thing, but thank you.
Yep. Thank you for cooperating and everything. I'm glad we could get things sorted out.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to actually get it over with. If I talk
User
to Odyssey
left
or
your
whatever.
channel. User left your channel.
Alrighty, dude. I'll
Alright.
talk to you later and
See you,
inform
man.
you. Alright, I'll see you.
Thank you.
Disconnected. User entered your channel. User was moved to your channel. Disconnected. Connected.